Hi. Now we are going to see Mastercam in the surface toolpaths. Three strategies are available. One is a depth strategy, another is the gap strategy, and third one is the edge strategy. These three strategies comes into the under the common parameter. In all the toolpath, these three strategies are available. You can open and see any toolpath. The first one is the depth strategy and gap strategy, and third one is the edge strategy. Now you can open and see all the toolpath. This is commonly available. These three strategies are default available. So in all the toolpaths, even these three strategies are available in the ISP toolpath also, but in the other form. So now we are going to see what it is going to do. We will see one by one. First of all, we'll see one. The first one is a depth strategy. I selected the first one. One cut depth strategy we are going to see. I just switch on, so it will look like this in the default mode. So if you want to switch on to the cut depth strategy, switch tool absolute 0 to minus 10. Up to that I am going to machine. Now, so other parameters you can switch on and check how it is going to behave. We are just going to see the major thing only. Small things you can open it and see. Okay, minus 10. So I'll regenerate. So now we'll see how this toolpath is going to come. So now it is machining only from 0 to minus 10 mm only. So now you can modify it still more. I want to machine from minus 25 to minus 50. Okay. So now we can see after regenerating. So you can see that it is machining from 25 to minus 50. Suppose the situation is like this. The job is a big job and a very deep one. So in that situation, you can divide the entire cavity into the different depth levels, and different each levels you can allot a different tool. So in that situation, you can machine very deep cavity with the different tools, so that you can finish efficiently the entire cavity. That way you can resolve the difficulties. Okay, so one tool you can machine the maximum possible. Then next tool you will take from whatever the previous tool left out depth, from there to next depth you can machine with the another tool. Like this you can goes on finish the job. This is the cut depth strategy. So in the default it is like this. Then when you are switching over to depth concept, you have to switch over to left out. Means absolute. You have to switch over to the absolute. Okay. So this is the. So now we can analyze. Suppose I want to machine up to this height. How much it is? So it is minus 21.4. Okay. 121.425. Now I will go there. Cut strategy minus 21.425. Top or from 0. Okay. Okay. And regenerate. So up to here I use one tool to machine. and below that I use another tool for machining. This is called the depth strategy. Next we will see the gap strategy. What is this gap strategy? Suppose uh, the model is whatever model you have taken, it's not good enough, or there may be a lot of openings or incomplete. That situation, how the master cam has to behave. For example, I'll just open one model and how it is look like. Um, from seeing that model, you can understand how the depth strategy is important. Okay, so now I'll search for suitable example now for make you to understand this particular thing. You need a surface model, because in surface model only you can able to understand uh, how this gap in the surface is look like, that you can able to understand. If you see from the outside, it look like it's everything fine, but when you zoom it, you can see that there is a intersection and gap. Sorry. If you unzoom it, you will not able to see, but zoom it, you can able to see. So this is a gap. Okay. So I just selected the bottom one. You see that this is the bottom surface, outer one. Okay. So it always the surfaces are not uh, exactly meeting. Mostly because of the tolerances, these surfaces are look like this. There might be a gap or overlap. I'll zoom it here. So okay, I'll select this surface. So that is the gap. Actually, the bottom one. So from the top, if I unzoom and see, the gap is visible to me. You can see here it is open totally. Like this, that's opening also be there while you are machining. You can see here there is a overlap. So always this many times the surface models are comes under such a difficult situations. In that situation, how the surface how the surface toolpath should behave. So you are telling the tool to machine between the surfaces. But what is to be done when there is a opening? When there is a opening between the two surfaces. So actually there is no material over there. Okay. So the tool has to retract, but it is open space. Uh, okay. There is no material over there. So what it tool has to do? Tool has to do the tool has to retract on that particular place. But it making the but in real situation, it is making the tool path. Why? Because always this gap strategy is on. So this how this gap strategy behaves, that we are going to see. So now you can see here gap strategy I switched on. So we have already used the gap strategy for that optimized cut order. So here the 300% of step over. What is step over? How much? 0.025. 300% means 0.75. Okay, 0.075 means when the gap uh, is less than 0.75, consider there is a surface. There is a surface, means do not retract. Okay, that is the meaning. Suppose suppose 0.75 more than that 0.75 gap, then you consider there is a no material and retract. That is the meaning of this that particular thing. Suppose the gap is 0.8, then it means it will consider as a gap. So that tool will retract. Okay. Suppose the tool is gap is below 300 percentage, means 0.7 below 0.75 means how the tool has to behave in between that gap. So here there are strategy follow surface, direct and smooth, and these are the strategies are available. So this is the motion strategy. So on that particular gap, how the tool has to behave. So that is the gap strategy. So suppose this is the gap while moving from one surface to another surface. In this gap, the tool should not gouge. That also check in the that also to be checked. Gouge has to be checked. So suppose so if it is more than 0.75 means the tool has to retract, and you need to check that the tool should not gouge on the while retracting also. Okay, the first one is less than 300 percentage gap means how to move the tool in the gap, and while moving on that gap it should not gouge. Okay, the second one is if it is more than 300 percentage of gap, the tool has to retract. During that time also we need to check whether tool should not be gouge. Okay, so another thing is optimize cutter. We always use this particular option. Okay, suppose all the places or materials are there. So if you switch on the optimize cutter, so where the material is nearly material available, there it will go. It will not go everywhere. Okay, so nearest place it will search and it will machine. So um, this is the optimize cutter. So when you smoothen, if you switch on smoothing, so you can have a little extension in the toolpath that you can do it in the gap setting. Okay, so we'll see one example with detailed about this. The next one is the gap strategy. Sorry, edge strategy. Okay, this is the edge strategy. So this is when the two surfaces are meeting or the edges of the surface, how the tool has to behave. Okay, so now here it is the condition how the tool has to behave uh, when there is a edge. So always these three strategies are default switch on. Many people doesn't know what is the purpose of this particular thing, particular strategies. Okay, so automatically roll based on the geometry only between the surfaces overall edges. So how the tool has to behave when there is edge. So what is the sharp corners? What is the tolerance in the sharp corner? So if you want to modify the tolerance also, that you can modify. You can so you can check the internal sharp corners also. You can check it. Okay. Uh, So mostly this you no need to touch this place. If you switch on the automatically based on geometry, it will take care on the edges. So these are the three strategy. The first one is a depth strategy, and the second one is gap strategy, and third one is the edge strategy. Okay. So this collapse is only for the particular toolpath. This not comes under the common parameter. One example we'll see for the gap strategy, little better one, better understanding. So edge strategy, as I told you, if you keep the automatically roll on the corners, That will help you to resolve all the issues. Okay. Now make you to understand we have made the on flat surfaces. First of all, we'll find out what is the gap between the two edges. I'll go to wireframe. I'll select curve to generate. Because the surface I will not get any cutting means of holding edge. View I change to top and select the surface edge. So now I got the two edges. Now I'll analyze the dimension. So we need to study the distance is 4.85. Okay. Now I'll give surface finish. Now the gap size. So the gap size is 3.6. You can give percentage or distance, both you can give. So now we have given 3.6, but gap is 4.6. Okay, the gap is 4.85, but so it means that the gap size is more than the real gap. So it is retracting. Suppose next toolpath we have made in that the gap size here it is 4.85, the same as the gap, the same as the gap. Now it is considering it is the surface. So what it does is from this edge to other edge, it will create a tangency and it will make the tool path. So while moving from one edge of the surface to other edge of the surface, check the whether there is a possibility of gouge on the cap motion. So it is the meaning of that. So in the initial time, initial toolpath, you can see while retracting, check the gauge so that it will not hit the any of the drive surfaces. Okay. Next, we'll see the gap is how much it is 4.9. It's more than the 4.85. So it will machine it. No. So this is about the gap setting. Okay. This is about the gap setting. So in the okay. So here about the edge strategy, small things we are trying to explain now. First tool path we have given edge strategy we are need. So we made it based on between the two surfaces. First thing, shortening distance 0.35 given. Then the next tool path is automatic. Okay, now you can see that change in the tool path now. So how it is behaving. First one how it is behaving, you can see this is the first tool path how the tool is behaving on edges. The last one, third one you can see. So automatically, so here we made it 0.75. Okay, this is the next tool path we have given here uh, distance overall edge machine. You just given instruction to machine the overall edge, so it is machining outside also. This is uh, all about the toolpath common parameter. Okay, so these are three strategies: advanced strategy, or edge strategy. So these are the master cam strategy, default strategies. All three strategies always on in the toolpath. So people never touch this area because the reason behind is the people don't know what is the use of this particular this three strategies. So now I just try to explain you the all the three strategy and how this is going to function or behave while making the toolpath. Okay. Mm. So this is a depth machine, and second one is the gap strategy. So in the gap, how it has to behave. The third one is how the tool is to behave on the surface edges. This is the edge strategy. Uh, these are the common parameter and default in the master cam. Okay, thank you.